Hey everyone! Just me today. At the moment, we are still in Nebraska. Since Mia had another run-in with the Lucid Man, so to speak, we've decided to take a few days off. She wants to gather her thoughts and try to focus her dreams again. See if she can, find out anything new. I'll let you know if there's any updates on that front. But in the meantime, I thought I would read another journal entry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a cryptid case file from the journals of Norman Carter. July 18th, 1972. I'm on the road to Louisiana, Missouri. Sorry, quick side note. There is actually a town in Missouri called Louisiana. Confusing, I know. Back to the journal. I'm on the road to Louisiana, Missouri. Still feel bad every time I have to leave home, but Judy's almost 13. She's used to it by now. Hell, pretty soon she won't even need to go stay with her aunt while I'm away. Anyway, there's been another big ape sighting. Fouke was only about a year ago. Maybe they're related? July 20th. Got into town last night. Today I was able to talk to the 3 kids that saw it. Terry, Wally, and Doris Harrison. Siblings. Talked to them separately. They each gave me the same story. On the 11th, Terry and Wally were playing outside. Doris was inside the house. The boys saw the creature and screamed. Their sister heard the scream and looked out a window. All 3 saw what they described as a tall monster covered in long hair that walked like a man. They couldn't describe any other features, though I'm not sure if that's from the fog or just because the fur was so long that it covered everything else. The monster just walked by and went away into the woods, but they also said it was carrying a dead dog under one arm. I talked to their father, too. He didn't see anything, but he said that 3 days after the first incident, he heard howls coming from the woods and smelled some sort of awful stench. He also told me that their own dog was sick for a few days after the sighting, and apparently other neighbors' dogs have been going missing as well. Not sure what to make of that. I doubt the creature is eating these dogs, since most apes are either herbivores or they stick to small game like birds and lizards. Maybe it's opportunistic. Found the dead dog and decided to scavenge. I will have to be careful in case it is more dangerous. July 21st. Spent the day talking to more locals. Apparently, a group of picnickers saw this thing last summer. It scared them so bad they ran back into their car. While they were all hiding in there, it came right up and ate all their food. Besides that, though, no real leads yet. July 22nd. The creature is definitely still in the area. I talked to a man named Ellis Minor this morning. He lives close by to the Harrison family. He saw it just last night. His dogs were in the backyard barking up a storm. He got a flashlight and shined it out into the woods to see what had got them so riled up, and he saw a tall, dark-haired creature just long enough for it to disappear back into the woods. So I spent the rest of the day out in that area. Didn't find anything, but I'm gonna head back in the morning and try to cover some more ground. July 23rd. Finally found some tracks today. Hopefully I can keep following the trail and find this thing. July 24th. Trail fizzled out. I'm gonna head to the forests further outside of town tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have better luck in the more isolated areas. July 25th. I wish it had been under better circumstances, but I found it. I was driving out on the back roads, looking for a good place to park before going out into the woods. Took my eyes off the road for a second, and I hit a fox. I got out to check on it, but it was already dead. Poor thing didn't have a chance. I was debating what to do with it when my sixth sense started going off. For a minute, I thought it was the same ape from last year. I was still feeling guilty, and I think somehow the creature was able to pick up on that. It knew I hadn't killed the animal on purpose. At this point, I started to smell it too, and that's when it stepped out of the woods. It was definitely a big ape, but it wasn't the creature from Arkansas. It seemed unconcerned with me as it walked forward and picked up the animal's body. Out of curiosity, I followed the creature. Over the next few hours, it took the dead fox deeper into the woods. It eventually stopped, seemingly finding a spot it was happy with, and then it dug a hole with its bare hands. Granted, given the size of its hands, it was able to dig a lot faster than a person could have. Once that was done, it placed the fox in the hole and covered it back up with dirt. Finally, it took a nearby rock and placed it on top of the mound. I'm just astonished. A creature like this showing not only a respect for life, but actually burying it too. This creature is smart. Certainly smarter than I had imagined. How many of the other apes are this smart? So that's it for this one. And definitely an interesting story. The intelligence does match up with some of the other Bigfoots we've encountered. And looking at Norman's sketch, it is totally a Bigfoot. Although it has an absolutely massive head. Come to think of it, the Dewey Lake Monster had a really big head too. I wonder if there's any relation there. I don't know. Anyway, I was able to find a record of this one. The creature is known as Momo, short for the Missouri Monster, because MO is short for Missouri. Even I think this one is a dumb name. Anyway, the sightings Norman mentioned are just about the only ones I could find. So I guess that's it for this one. Later.
The Cryptid Cases has been a production of Little Giant Monsters.
You can follow us by searching Little Giant Monsters on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to keep up to date with everything we're working on. We even post a sketch of the latest cryptid every Monday after a new episode.
You can also visit our website, littlegiantmonsters.com, to see all of our content in one place.
While you're there, want our designs on stickers, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and more? We now have merch. Just look for the merchandise link on our website.
If you really like what we're doing and want to see us do more, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Rewards include behind-the-scenes content, bonus material, and more. Search Little Giant Monsters on Patreon or find a link on our website.
You can also help us by leaving a rating and review on iTunes. Not only does each review warm our cold, cynical hearts, but it helps us move up the charts and bring the show to a wider audience.
Your continued support means so much to us. Thanks for listening and see you again soon.